Are we filming or? Cool, we'll call this the start. Harri fucking Georgio, what we saying?
Tio fucking soul, how are we?
That threw me right off. You've never done that before. That's a whole new thing. So, we've actually known each other for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've only really got to know each other over the last 3 years, but we've known each other since I was probably 18.
Got very close and personal, Joey.
I know, there's stuff we can't talk about on camera that, things happen, wild nights, bloody fire exists. But, Harri, I know about your previous stuff as a rapper.
Yeah.
But I don't think the rest of the audience does. And I'm sure people would like to hear about how did you rapping start and when?
Well, okay, we've got to go back to the archives.
Throwing right back.
Right back. Rapping is kind of one of the first kind of art forms I ever really got into.
That's fair.
I was like, I think I was 11, 12. It was at first it was more rock music's the first thing I ever really loved, but it was like the new metal stuff, which essentially kind of was rap in a way.
Yeah, big influence.
Yeah. So and I was so young that I couldn't tell the difference. It was new metal, but it was like Fred Durst dressed like a rapper and rapped. So to me, it was the same thing. But then when I discovered Eminem and it was the Marshall Mathers LP,
that whole era,
that like blew me away, and I was like, right, I want to do that now. Sod the guitars. And then I was trying to write my own raps and stuff like that, and they were really offensive. I remember the first rap I wrote, and because I was like obviously at school at the time, I wrote the rap with really neat writing.
Yeah.
It was as if I was doing lines.
All joint up handwriting.
Yeah.
Jesus. And
then I put it on my desk, and then I went to sleep, and then in the morning my mum came to wake me up, and she was like, I just heard my mum going, and then I looked down my bunk bed, and my mum had found the lyrics, and they were just so offensive, and she was reading them, and I like snatched her out her hand. I was like, you can't read them. And and then anyway, it was very American, so it just was very cheesy, and then I discovered Dizzy Rascal, Kano, Wiley, Skepta.
That whole era, that UK, that early grime scene.
And then when I started trying to imitate those guys, but as for someone from Stoke-on-Trent, I've got my own accent and stuff. And when I started trying to do my own version of the grime, that's kind of when I did start getting a sound and started doing gigs and building up a bit of a name in my city and Bluetoothing songs around.
Of course.
Doing little sound clashes.
I remember you won some sort of award when you were like 16. Can't remember exactly what. Somewhere's Best Young Rapper or something.
MC of the Year award.
MC of the Year award, yeah. So Harri, you went from being MC of the Year at roughly 16 to now being effectively the frontman of quite a big, successful indie punk pop band, would you say?
Something like that, bro.
Listen, you do a lot of stuff. Where did that transition happen?
But I appreciate that, by the way, chipping away at the success.
There you go.
Getting there, but taking one step at a time, man, but I appreciate that. I've totally forgot the question. What was the question?
How did the transition happen from being, young MC of the year to, the frontman of an indie pop band? Punk pop, I don't know what you call it, one of them.
Probably, like, to cut a long story short, probably uni.
Yeah.
Because I moved out of Stoke at 18, and I was just getting in a bit of trouble and getting in the wrong crowds and that kind of thing, and I just needed to get out of there. And when I went to uni, I met so many people. It was like a melting pot of cultures. There was like everyone played instruments, and we'd all jam. And in my house in the third year, we had like a grand piano and instruments everywhere, and it just that's when I really got into a bunch of different kinds of music. And my housemate Emilio, me and him were out one day, and we met these two lads called Scott and Rob, who were in a band called Tribal Riot.
Okay.
And it was some mad night. I can't say how or why we bumped into each other. It won't be. I'll leave that
PG.
bit out. Yeah, but but yeah, we met them too, and then we ended up joining their band. They were a London-based band.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they were a bit like the Prodigy.
Okay.
It was like their own version of the Prodigy, so it was like electronic break beats, but heavy distorted guitars, these kind of cool, shouty, cool kind of vocals. It was wicked, and we ended up just getting on really well. And then me and Emilio joined their band and started going and gigging in London, and that's when the whole band thing started. that's when I was like, okay, now we bring guitars on stage. It's not just like a memory stick or a CD or a vinyl. And then I just fell in love with it, and that's kind of where the band stuff started, I guess.
So, you're now head of Harri Georgio, and what are you just the well-behaved now, or is it the well-behaved young men?
Well,
let's tell the audience.
Well, I don't look at the camera, do I? Is that weird?
Although sometimes when you dress, when I'm addressing you bloody people, you know what I mean, Mark?
Well, the band that I work with now, which started with Matt as like the main element. Like, me and Matt Burry ended up moving in together, and then we ended up working together, and then each member has just come along kind of naturally from there. So we built it from the first bits ever doing with this band was just me and Matt, acoustic guitar and bars doing our thing.
Yeah.
But at that point, I was already Harri Georgio, if that makes sense. So if I was 16 years old starting again, maybe I'd be like, oh, what's the band name? But I was already like putting music out as Harri Georgio, getting support from BBC, doing certain festivals, but then I'd hit a brick wall because the BBC couldn't do any more with me until I had a live band.
Yeah. And
then around that time I happened to move in with Matt, and at one point it was just we were still getting booked as just Harri Georgio.
Yeah.
And it's just, they never even asked for a name, but like, I just thought,
we're not very well behaved, so let's call ourselves it.
But also, I also thought like it's a bit of a step back to try and make a whole new name. One minute I'm Harri Georgio, now it's this band, but it was Harri Georgio songs that we were playing, but with live instruments.
And it is different. I've seen the set multiple times.
Yeah.
It is different to the records.
Yeah.
Harri, you've done a ton of big things. I've been there for a few of these special moments. Like, there's been some, you've done big things at the O2 in London and Islington and all this cool stuff. We've been to Leeds and toured up there. What's the biggest moment in your career so far? The single biggest moment?
Getting the opportunity to work with T.O. Soul.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, we've worked together on a lot of stuff. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm sure we're going to work together on more. I'm pretty sure you...
We've got more coming, but on a serious note, because I kind of was being serious, I'm very proud of the team that we have around the music and how we all help each other. You know, we've all got like certain defining moments and 100%. Cool things, but it's really cool to have this team, everything we built, and the HQ team and everything, and the band and all of us writing together, and I'm just really proud of that, really.
And you're kind of a focal point of that. It's like you are, the earliest member of HQ, and as well, beyond HQ, the music community, you're one of the first kind of founders of that's still around, effectively.
I guess so. You're going to make me blush now, bro.
Harri, we're going to get into this in more depth one day, but for now, give us something to leave with.
Give you something to leave with, like what?
Like a penny or something. No, give us a quote. Give us something that defines you. It can be as stupid as you want.
Rockstar out on the 20th of Feb.
There we go. Rockstar out 20th of Feb. I've been Joey. This is Harri Georgio.
Big love.
Safe.